Shalom, this is Sophia, the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and I'm hanging out right now, and I wanted to share an experience that I'm having slash had um, regarding this whole concept of um, making new good memories. So subconsciously, or my spirit team has been having me do different things for the last week or so, um, and it was weird. I didn't understand what was going on, but now I kind of get it. So basically, like, one of the big things for me is that I like food. I like to cook. I like to eat good food. I like to try new food, go to restaurants and stuff like that. And so I have been having different food experiences, but they're not like different as in I haven't had them before. It's just that I'm having different experiences than I would ordinarily have. So, for example, I never like eat McDonald's. This is a really, really good example. But um, let's see. Let's say I've been to McDonald's like twice. Last week I went because I had to give my daughter something to eat, and um, I was too exhausted to go anywhere else. And I was like, "Look, you're gonna have to get this. This is right here." The second time I went was today. And I made it a point to say, how can I turn this into a good experience? Now, my last experience it was kind of rough because the McDonald's I went to was a rough McDonald's. So it was a little bit of a rough experience. But the one I went to today was not that bad. But what it made me think of was like when my grandmother was alive, she would get McDonald's as a treat. She would get like one little hamburger and a small fry. It would take her, I don't know, like 2 hours to eat this hamburger and these like few little french fries. It was just so hilarious, like, to watch her eat this stuff because it took her forever. It was one of the most shocking, like, cute little experiences. And so my grandmother, she didn't like to eat out a lot at all. She preferred to make her own food. So, she would only like go to McDonald's like after she'd been shopping all day, and she needed to have something to eat, and she knew it would take too long for her to make something when she got home. She didn't feel like eating a can of soup. This is the kind of stuff my grandmother did. So I made it a point to think of that while I was eating my McDonald's. And it was very interesting because it was like a whole new like experience, because like when my grandmother would get McDonald's, it was because she had been basically shopping all day to cook for the church. And so it's almost like tying in all of those good vibes, from the good work that she was doing, going to all of these stores. Now, mind you, she didn't drive, so somebody had to drive her around to all of these stores, and they always had to go to more than one, sometimes two, sometimes three. You got these two old ladies, they getting all of this food because they got to cook for 200-300 people. Like, this is the kind of like, just like, anyway, it was just always so interesting. So I thought about that, and it was like a really, really good experience. It made me actually feel quite good. So that is what I mean by, you know, taking different memories and remembering the good times. So like this morning, I had a free sandwich at this place because they messed my food up. So I go there to get the sandwich, and I'm prepared to pay for some orange juice because I need to take my methylene blue. And the guy is like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just give it to you." Well, it's a good thing he did, because the sandwich was still wrong. I asked for cheese on my sandwich. They put no cheese on it. It was just the craziest thing. I was like, "Son, these people, I don't know what's going on in that place. It's very strange." Because the reason I got a free sandwich was because yesterday I had gone in there and I got some breakfast, trying to, start to, just feel better about these different kinds of experiences. And they forgot my bacon. So I got a free sandwich because they forgot my bacon. Then on my free sandwich, they forgot the cheese. So it was just like, okay, what can you do about this? It's just, laugh it off, and, all praises to the Most High. It was a good experience. And so now I'm getting a sandwich, and I'm thinking about all the times, like when I was younger, that my cousin and I would walk to Subway, which was quite a feat because I lived at the top of a hill. Well, no, I didn't live at the top of the hill. The shopping center was at the bottom of the hill. That's a better way to describe it. So if we went to the shopping center, it was a whole big thing because we had to walk down this big giant hill that was like two lane two lanes, two lanes on this big giant hill with cars flying by. So it was quite an ordeal to climb up and down this hill. And so I'm just thinking like, but that was also like a good time too, because the only time we would be able to do that was when we were at her grandmother's house, and her grandmother lived really close to my grandmother, and so that was a whole good experience, a good memory. So I'm trying, like, since a lot of my life is centered around food, just because like that's how I grew up with the hospitality, I'm trying to bring in all of those, you know, good experiences, those good memories, that good stuff, bring it back into my memory and really feel it. And so maybe it's not food for you, maybe it's like books, or read some of your favorite books, like that you just love to read, or watch some of your favorite shows, or whatever it is, especially with the loved ones who are passed over, the ancestors. You definitely want to do stuff that reminds you of them, because then you bring, again, all of their good karma is just sitting out there, basically. You have to go and claim it. And the only way you can claim it is by remembering the good times, and not like being scared of them because, I can never have them again. No, if you have the memory, you can have the experience. And so I hope this makes sense. I just wanted to make a quick little video about my experience today. It's been quite amazing, and I'm grateful to be able to share it with people. So shalom, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.